thrilled to be here sharing this video with you, and I'll introduce you to Linda in a minute. So where we are, this is a beautiful location in Mandaka in the Adelaide Hills. It's a coffee shop called Sazon. So Sazon has the best, coffees in the hills, and also an amazing, tasty, yummy Mexican Mediterranean food. So yes, I'll be taking you to different locations in the next couple of interviews. But the exciting part today is that I have Linda here with me, and I'm going to tell a little bit about who she is. So Linda is an author, mindset mentor, and also coaching. Linda has a podcast program called Your Abundant Life. So this podcast is about giving you advice on how to turn your aspirations and goals into reality. Something quite exciting, her latest book, which was released and published last March, it's called Beyond Positive Thoughts. You can live your life by design, not default. So Linda, thank you for writing this book. I have just finished it, and it has been giving me great insight into how I can sort of live a life by planning and design. Okay, Linda, thank you for coming here. I'm so happy and excited to have you, to be my first guest for this series of interviews.
It's such a thrill, and thank you so much for having me, Vesna.
You're welcome, you're welcome. So what I wanted to mention about your book, Beyond Positive Thought, is I love the way that you put, that you give examples, not only about your real life, but other people's lives. So those concepts that you talk here are so tangible and easy to explain, and the reading is so easy to follow. So I think this is a book that it's going to help a lot of people.
Oh well,
so
thank you.
Thank you for putting those ideas into the book.
I appreciate it. One of the things that I have done in that is I've talked about the good and the bad, because I think sometimes when people talk about positive thoughts, it's only the good, and it is an up and down journey. So a lot of people have said that they found that very helpful, because it's okay, when things go down, how do I manage it? So
that's right.
So
beautiful.
It's been very encouraging. A lot of people have been very inspired and motivated by it. So,
congratulations. So, Linda, I work with women who are stuck in a style rut, or they have lost their confidence, and it's about a lot of the times, it's just about accepting who you are, accepting the body that you have. It's not about your size. It's about your best bits, your best body assets, and realizing that when we are dressing from that place of hiding, camouflaging, we get into this sort of negative feel.
Yes.
While dressing from a place of highlighting your best bits, puts you in a much better energetic feel, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So tell me a little bit about your experience, about your journey with your relationship with your body. What's your experience with
Well,
that?
and you see, what's interesting, Vesna, is obviously I'm a plus size person, and I think that what I've said to a few people is that sometimes I'll go into a place and I'll think, oh, I'm the fattest person in the room, and because you're often self-conscious, especially if you're overweight. But what I find is if you rise above it. So I think, okay, that may be the case, but energy follows thoughts. So if you keep feeding that thought, then yes, the self-fulfilling prophecy in psychology would say, if you're feeling insecure and feeling like, oh, no one's going to talk to me, well, then you're putting out that vibration that people won't come and talk to you. So many times I will just go in and, I might feel a bit self-conscious and not wearing the clothes I exactly would like to wear, but I'll think, okay, just rise above it. Don't give that thought too much energy, and then just start talking to people. Because I actually think most people are more conscious of themselves than they are about you. And I think that, when you start talking to people, start engaging with them, start encouraging them, they really don't take much notice of what you're wearing. I do find, I think you've got a good point about people trying to hide, because I think there are a lot of people who are, in the plus size range who try to hide behind just, big heavy, big moo-moos or just dark black things. And I think if you dress to what you enjoy wearing, I think that actually does make you feel a bit more confident. So even though I can't wear exactly the clothes I want to wear until I lose the weight, I still try to dress with the colors and that kind of thing, just to make it seem a bit brighter in the colors that I like to wear.
Sure. I remember when I met you. So that was around, I think, a year and a half ago. It was a networking event. Remember
yes, that's
that?
right. That's right.
And one of the things that I loved about you when I met you for the first time was that you were radiating, happiness, and you looked confident to me. And I think like the colors you were wearing, like today, a bit of jewelry, and it just that kind of image got kind of caught up in my mind. So that's why we have kept in contact, and I wanted to interview because I would like to find out what confidence, beauty and style mean to you. What will be your thoughts about that?
And what's interesting, Vesna, is I can't remember exactly the outfit I wore that day, but most times when I go out and wear something, the first thought I have is, this isn't exactly the kind of style that I like to wear, but I just wanted to wear something colorful. So I think that's the first thing, is to just say, okay, it's not exactly the style I want to wear. I'll do the best I can with it, but then I'll go out and I'll focus on the person, and I think as you start focusing on the person, even if you start to feel a bit unsure of yourself, and it's not necessarily people that are only overweight, it might be, you go into an event and you're dressed casually and everybody has suits on. It's how you manage yourself, and if you focus on the other person, then they soon forget what you look like or what you're wearing and that kind of thing. So I think, what you said at the beginning about your self-talk and your self-acceptance, I think most of us have a journey with self-acceptance. It's up and down, and there are moments where we think, oh my word, I'm the worst dressed person in the room or something like that. But I think it's really important to just, focus on the other person, because I think that's really, really true, and do the best that you can do. And so, one of the things I've mentioned to you is, with the wardrobes that I wear, I actually dress most of my clothes from places like Target and Big W. Because then every season I can change and add a few things. I get 1 or 2 expensive items, and then my jewelry I'll often buy from the finer stores, so that you just kind of put it together and you feel like it's colorful. Still not exactly the style that you want to wear, but it feels like it's looking contemporary instead of like some of those nana clothes that we see in some of those shops.
It's shapeless. Do you think that there is a relation there between the colors you wear and how you feel every day?
Well, I think that is true, because what I wrote in the book, everything is energy. And so colors are energy. So if you're wearing good colors, if you're wearing an outfit that is the best you have in your wardrobe, or something that makes you look good, then you're actually exuding that energy, and that energy is coming back to you to make you feel good about yourself.
Wow. So another chapter that I really, really enjoyed, maybe because I can relate to that, through the work that I'm doing with my clients, is, chapter 8, when you talk about the power of creating space. And what happened is, when I go to a client's house to do a wardrobe makeover, I see so much in there. So everything is so cramped, so you can't even see what you have. So I'm thinking, how are you going to feel inspired about dressing every day when you can't even see or find the things that you have there? Or you may have a lot of things there that they don't fit you anymore, or things that you're still attached to, but there are things that are from 10 years or 20 years ago that you know that they are dated. So I'm a strong believer that the less we have in there, the more we have. Not only in your wardrobe, but mentally. So tell me a little bit about what happens, here when we declutter, a wardrobe or your offices or, your house.
Well, when you declutter, as I've mentioned in the book, we are vibrational beings, and there's an energetic field that's flowing, and it's the Western culture is the one that really hasn't totally focused on that. So when you declutter your wardrobe, you're creating space for not only new clothes to come in, but you're actually creating space in your whole home, because energy is just going to flow a lot more. Your mind is going to be a lot more decluttered, because when you go to get dressed, you're not going to have to go through all the clothes, and also you're actually not going to bring up memories of things that you don't like or that don't fit you or whatever. But there's another saying that says the universe abhors a vacuum. So if you've created space in your wardrobe, then what you're actually doing is the universe will fill it in with you know, other clothes or other things. And I think it's important to say that you may not be able to get rid of everything you don't like because your budget may not include that.
Yeah.
But put everything that you don't like at the front of your wardrobe so that as you start to buy new clothes, you can replace them slowly, one by one. And you'll find eventually, before you know it, you've actually started to create, you know, a better wardrobe. And I think there's a lot of, you know, what you would be teaching people is how to mix and match with just a few pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
So it is, and some of the money people have said, when you clean out your wardrobe or whatever, you're actually allowing money to flow more freely. So there's a whole range of important things about creating space.
And what I have seen is, you know, like people who are in a journey of, for example, losing weight, they are kind of, you know, waiting till they get to that desired weight. So in the meantime, they are still wearing those clothes that they don't like. They are baggy or shapeless, just for the sake of waiting. When you think about, you know, today is the day that counts, isn't it?
That's right.
So if we don't make that effort today, you know, with little things like a pop of color, a nice piece of jewelry, something a bit more fitted, you know, you're just going to feel miserable along the way.
I think that's true, Vesna. And I wear jeans a lot, and so I might have one white top that I wear, and I change the necklaces. I might wash the top every day. And change the necklaces. So you go out there, you know, you can mix and match without having to have a lot of clothes. And I think it's true when people start to lose weight and it looks baggy, it can make them look worse. And you can go to Target, you can go to Big W, get trousers for $15 or $20. And so it's worth just putting aside some money to at least get one pair of something that you feel good in, because your whole energy will change when you feel good in it.
You're right. And I think we had this, you know, conversation before about becoming a wiser shopper.
That's right.
Mixing and matching what you have, and then a bit of accessory there.
And so getting one or two quality items, and then just going with some of the discount stores, especially while you're losing weight.
Thank you so much for being today here and sharing, you know, your knowledge and experience about, you know, this journey of, you know, loving and accepting ourselves.
Thank you so much for having me, Vesna. It was a real thrill.
Fantastic. So, and you know what? Thank you for being here and watching and listening to us. That really made my day. So, what I would like to ask you that, spread the love. This is about inspiring and empowering, you know, you and other people around Adelaide, Australia, and, you know, who knows, you know, where. So, share the video, like it. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also we will provide you in the description below a link to buy Linda's book, so you can't miss it. Also, if you wanted to learn more about, you know, what I do, getting some styling tips, and you know, how to become a wiser shopper, how to mix and match, very, very soon I'll be starting a series of workshops and master classes. It's called Your Style Journey. So again, you can find the link below. And you know, hopefully one day I'll meet you and we can have a, you know, personal conversation. So till next time, we'll catch you soon. Spread the love. Sending you lots of love there.
Bye everybody.
Bye.